Mars gets worshipped a lot, all the time by Romans at the time, naturally. Um, but how do I want to put this? Again, because they don't really have a whole lot of myths and legends to begin with, it's just that he gets a lot of shrines to himself all over the place. And then also we get new guys like Janus, the god of portals and passageways. And this is basically he has no analogy. He has no can't. Okay, let me try this again. There is no one in Greek mythology that is analogous to Janus. Janus is basically just a completely new creation for them, which is weird, all things considered, because Rome just really loved them some Greeks. They just everything Greek they were all over. But Janus was a new guy, and let me think here. He's this game is just not working for me. Um, portals. Janus is basically the name they would cry when wars would start. It was almost always the gates of Janos are open, something along those lines. This fox, seriously, stop it. Get up the damn wall. But, I mean, for the most part, Rome used a lot of the same gods. Key differences. Many key differences. But, for the most part, same guys. Now, hold on a second so I can move my little script here. Now, the Norse are the other one that most people remember. Because, let's face it, the Norse are pretty big right now. Oh, okay. So, what? Oh. Oh, this is awful. Okay, anyway. The Norse are what we remember the most right now because they're important to Marvel mythology. Because Thor is really big in Marvel right now. Yeah, they get to play him is just the sexiest. That is not what I'm supposed to be doing, I don't think. Okay, sweet, awesome, that worked. So, yes, the Norse are pretty big right now. And the Norse as they're portrayed in Marvel are odd, I should say. Basically just kind of wrong. That is not what I wanted to do. Get on the ground, you stupid child. So, yeah, the Norse gods in... Just throw it forward! The Norse gods in Marvel are generally just wrong. Loki, even though he's key to starting Ragnarok, was just a god of mischief. Not lies, not... Well, I guess lies are a form of... I should have seen that coming. This game is awful. Not lies. Mischief. But lies is usually pretty in for mischief. We've got Thor, God of Thunder. He's actually, probably the only one who's pretty spot on. Thor was really boisterous and just loud and raucous. The Norse really liked their gods and the things they worshipped to be just the best at everything. Just goofy, awesome guys. And it shows a lot when you're looking into mythology because, like I said, the fuck? Okay. Like I said before, the Greeks really liked their gods to punish man for being a dick. Not so much with the Norse. They actually just really liked man. Norse gods thought man was just the tits. But I can't throw this fucking bolo! This is just awful. can I just face hug it? Or do I have to get on this fucking loon and then hit it? Can I just not hit it now? I'm confused. I feel like I should probably just start a podcast for this kind of thing, but I'm already getting ready to do a magic podcast soon, and doing a podcast for this just doesn't feel appropriate. But I should probably stick to Civilization for this, and this is fucking irritating. God, I hate this game. We're gonna look for something else to do while I talk about the rest of this. But yeah, so the Norse gods basically just wanted buddies. Big, awesome, crazy buddies. Which is why we get some interesting changes. So, like I said earlier, Hera was marriage and life and love. The closest analog that we have in Norse mythology is Freya, who is a god of wisdom, or goddess of wisdom, fertility, and marriage. Wisdom and fertility. They didn't want wives that were just loving and lived their lives. They wanted people who were smart. Which is pretty cool. It's nice. But yeah, so, and they have a god of beauty, because the Norse, I guess. I got nothing for that one. So, all in all, the Norse, they want buddy gods. They don't want gods who are going to punish them. Reality is punishing. But, as you do. But now we get into the less popular stuff. Stuff that people still know about, but aren't just completely unknown. Egypt. People know about Egypt. Nobody thinks about their gods very often, because let's be honest, we don't use them very often, unless we really want to talk about Isis, who is totally unrelated to the Egyptian god Isis, which is disappointing. Not the fact that they're unrelated, I guess that helps, but whatever, it's not a big deal. So, Egyptian gods, they are also very indicative of their region and the people that they come from. And to be fair, we're just going to play Hearthstone. No, we're not going to play Hearthstone. That's fucking... No, God. Sorry. They're very indicative of the people they come from as well. So we've got Osiris, which is the god of the underworld and the afterlife, whose entire creation myth is basically just the most intense BDSM you will ever hear of. And also some being chopped into pieces. It's not pretty. We've got Anubis, god of death and embalming. Not really ever considered an evil character, just a necessity. I have an inventory item. That's cool. Not really considered an evil character, just a necessity. Oh, I don't even want that. Isis. We get to Isis. Sorry. All over the place trying to figure out what to entertain you guys with, besides my dulcet, sultry tones. So Isis... Isis is another marriage god. And this is where things get interesting. We'll do Rogue Legacy, I think. Isis is where things get interesting, because she's another one of those gods that